Freaky Table is brought to you by Nikki Hit Beauty Studio, Mountain Anton Koto, Buna Musari Douala, and Prime 22 Bar and Restaurant, Bukwango, Buya.
Hi guys, welcome to Freaky Table. My name is John. Yana and Ko are joining me on this table. And how do you see our set? This is us closing the year on a high note, celebrating Christmas and the birth of Jesus Christ. So we are here to round off the entire year. What we liked, what we didn't like, what we saw, what we may not have seen, and all of that. So please do not go anywhere. Join us and let's have so much fun. All right, back on the set, this is Freaky Table. We are definitely going to be talking about awards in Cameroon. So the credibility of awards in Cameroon have come under fire. And this year, last 2 years, last 3 years, everybody has been talking about, are these awards really credible? Are they valuable? What does it add to the status of celebrities or anyone who wins? And the whole organization of it has come under question. And myself, Yana, Ko, are definitely here to talk about this. So, guys, welcome.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas in advance.
Same to you. I can't wait for 2020 to finish, you know.
Me too.
It's been a hell of a year. This year has been crazy.
It's exhausting. But it was good for other people.
I know, but I mean, like, on the general scale, I mean, I don't think we've had this type of, generally horrible year. Coronavirus.
Coronavirus, Anglophone crisis. And the protest.
And a lot of things happening. I mean, we experienced bad things, but not just intense like this.
And by the way, how do you see our set? Our new set. We're at Jungle Hub, by the way.
Yeah.
Jungle Studios.
So yeah. Christmas chair and everything.
Yeah, Christmas. Okay, not a tree, but you know, balls. Christmas balls.
Don't say this. Okay. Is that what you want for Christmas?
This is what we're talking about.
Balls.
Okay, so now to award shows in Cameroon. I mean, this year alone, there had been like God knows how many hundreds of awards. I don't even know. I can't remember some of their names. I'm nominated for some. I don't even know when I was nominated and which award I was nominated at. I really have no idea. For the ones that we know, there's been complaints and criticisms, bad organization, lateness. The value of those awards has also come under questioning. So where do we go from here? I mean, we're entering a new year, 2021. What do you think about the award shows?
First of all, with awards, you have to understand that it's in Cameroon, awards are generally about the idea of celebrating those who are popular. To me, I think awards, generally awards are like a dick measuring contest where the biggest one wins, right? So you know, okay, this person is popular, right? And this person is popular, this person in the media eye, and okay, fine, this person wins out because people know this person. Because in Cameroon, there are no strong parameters to how they measure these things. Okay, for example, if you say, in football, for example, right? Best player the player has to be outstanding throughout the year, or man of the match means you have to put in more tackles, you have to make sure you keep a clean sheet. But in Cameroon, you don't understand what awards are about. You don't understand where what they are measuring and what exactly it is the awards what they're awarding, because you say best TV presenter, but you've not really seen much what the person has done, right? It's about how popular this person is and how much the person can garner votes. So to me, it's not
so they're based on popularity rather than
merit. Yeah, right. Because
it's crazy. Elonge, where do you stand on? You know, Mr. Eli. You've been dragging these awards on lateness for ages.
Yes. I just think that we've not developed an award culture. First, because of time. I just think that time is one of the biggest issues, but also the greatest sign of disrespect that we can ever show to any event. Like, always late. You're nominated for an award, you come at 2 a.m. to receive the award. I mean, come on, like, it really doesn't make sense. But to the credibility of awards, I generally don't have a problem with awards as a whole. I think that it can be a very nice incentive for people. I mean, just getting nominated means you are visible, your work is seen, which some people tend now to give the cheeky tongue-in-cheek type of thing and say, just being nominated is a win. No, it's not. It's a good feeling, but the point is that you want to win.
Of course.
Right? You want to win, and I feel like the formula for awards really need to be reworked. First, like you said, that there's usually no available data as to how people, the work of people. Take, for example, you have the award Afripreneur, and they are saying they're giving an award to young, under 25 entrepreneurs. And you got the whole controversy that came out of it because there was a Dima guy who won an award when it was supposed to be Fomengia, at least what they put out was supposed to be the one to win. And they say it's based on public voting. But the first question is the public aware of the entrepreneurial efforts that are being made by these individuals, or it's just a matter of who is much more popular? Secondly, if you are nominated for an award and you need to actually go through to query public voting, then it seems like you really do not even deserve the award if you have to go through the process of actually asking people to vote for you, and all of that. And people don't even know what you're doing. Then the one which was even frustrating is, somebody wins, they allege that, oh, no, the person was not supposed to win. And that person comes to defend the fact that, no, he was supposed to win. He has a laundry, a pressing house, a car wash, or things like that. And he says he's supposed to win over somebody who created a GC app. He's supposed to win over somebody who created a GC app. Like, where is the innovation? Where is the community impact in doing the laundry thing? So I just feel like there is no data, no measurements that are given to these things, and it's not particular to Cameroon. I mean, you see the Grammys; they're going through a lot of back and forth with The Weeknd complaining about the fact that he had the biggest album, the best rated album even, and he's not.
And the biggest song for 2020.
Generally, I think in awards, there's always that one person, the snub, right? We can pass that, but then now with the Grammys, I'm still with the Grammys, right? You know exactly what you're getting with the Grammys, right? You know exactly what the standards they've set and what exactly they are rewarding. But yeah, you're not sure exactly what's happening. Like you said, you've been nominated for so many awards, you didn't even know which.
I didn't even know. So, nobody sends me an email
awards are more like a tool in the PR toolkit. Okay, you know what? How do we get this person out there? Because you go to people's bios on social media, most awarded this, like it's a whole thing about awards.
And then sometimes it's even just the names that are given to the awards and recognitions. Like you have something like 100 most influential young people, or 50 most influential under 30 Cameroonians. And then there is no real data to back up that type of claim. Yeah. So why don't you do like what People Magazine does, where you say, 100 Cameroonians to watch, and then you are able to now define what they really do and all of that, so that it doesn't become a competition as to who really. Yeah. So I really think that they need to rework all of that, because once you start having this type of controversy, it kills the credibility itself. So the award itself just become people giving you carving sticks.
And irons to put in your house. But also the financial aspect of awards also in Cameroon. Also, we have, I think, just maybe Canal d'Or, Balafon, that gives out money that comes with the award trophies, right? And most of the awards that we have do not come with any financial benefit, right? Does this also hamper like how seriously we take these awards? Like for those who have been nominated, those who work to be nominated, it's like, I don't really care. After all, the awards are the game and nothing. So what am I?
I mean, it shows exactly what awards are about, really. It's more like, okay, this is a poster of recognition.
But should awards come with financial benefits? That's what I'm asking. Or status? Like, you should add your status or give you money.
The intentions of awards is either to up the level, right, of those who are in the game. Because if I'm saying, okay, the best show this year is, for example, let's go Freaky Table, or the most innovative idea this in Cameroon, for example, is Freaky Table, right? Award Freaky Table. So Freaky Table, you're showing those in media that this is the standard these people have set. Copy from them, which means next year Freaky Table will not come innovative again. It's going to go to the next level, right?
Best talk show
or something like that. So which means awards are supposed to set the bar and set it higher every time it holds. That's one thing, but the financial aspect of it too, because all these people are putting in a lot of work, money, time, and effort, right? So how do you balance that up, right? Yeah. So to me, this needs to be proper balance between the status it brings and how it pushes others in the industry to move forward, and also how it rewards them financially because of the money has been invested.
Money has been invested. I mean, people spend time in the studios.
Because I know these organizers have companies backing them, right? Brands who come to invest because those awards bring together so many stakeholders from different industries. It depends on the kind of award anyway, and they come there in contact with your product. So therefore, if brands are pumping in money, they should award these people who are coming there because the brands find value in this. And they are bringing value by their presence being there. So there needs to be
I've actually been in an award show where somebody was awarded, and the company backed that award trophy with money, and the organizer took the money and gave the trophy to the winner. I was like, what? But it also, I mean, if we are taking awards and it has to increase, as like you said, either you give me financial something or my status goes up, like we have come also to a place where when people are snubbed, like Fish was snubbed at the Balafon Music Award, and in 2020 he had an EP, he had at least 2 hit songs from that EP, and he wasn't nominated. He lashed out on him and the chain guy. What's his name again? Oh my God, Shoyo Maniga. So Shoyo Maniga and Fish lashed out against Balafon for being snubbed. Meanwhile, someone like Mr. Leo was nominated for Artist of the Year. We had Asaba just this year and Time later in the year. So those two things, when it comes to the nominations in at award shows, how valuable, like, what is the credibility here? Like, sometimes it gets me confused as a fan, or even sometimes as a nominee myself. I'm like, wait, what? Why is that person?
I think I've been particularly critical about that because I feel like sometimes it's just about status and popularity, not the work. So where is the available data to show what you've actually put in? You know. You're saying Mr. Lewis, Artist of the Year. What is it that he has done? What are the records that he set that you can pit against the competition and say, this is what will make him to be nominated and this other person not to be nominated? No, it's not just nominate Mr. Leo because he's Mr. Leo and because he's been consistent or something. No, let the data speak for itself. And that is why sometimes I get really frustrated with voting. You know, that you vote nominees and all of that. You see somebody is asking best graphic designer to be nominated. Like something which is, or best music director. People are voting for best music director, something which is so technical that you cannot leave it in the hands of everybody to vote. I mean, they say voting is data, but it's not right data. It's not really right data. That's why some awards go the extra mile of creating panels, creating academies and all of that for people who are actually, say you are judging for best original soundtrack. Say your songwriting award and you put it for the entire public to vote. You know, a graphic design, most entrepreneurial youth, like whatever that means in itself. Like, so all of the sound effects, just artistic direction and all of that, you put it for the entire public to vote. What does the entire public know about artistic direction that you want everybody to vote? So it becomes about who you know, who has more social media or just media attention, who has more clout and all of that. So most often you see those awards and you're like, okay, but this person has really not done anything. This person is living on past glory. He's living on village ancestral spirits working. So it's like,
it's essentially just to boost the image, man. Like, and then it's just PR.
Even for the awards, it's PR for them.
Yes.
You know, it's PR for them. Sometimes the awards are so obscure that they actually need
these controversies too.
Oh no, not just the controversy, but they need to nominate people who can draw attention to the awards. So you are starting a new award and really nobody knows, nobody probably cares, and then you want to increase the profile. It's just media branding itself and say, okay, if I get a Salatel, if I get a Mr. Liu, if I get a Daphne Blanche Bailey, even call them to come and attend the award and tell them they'll win, then you know, we are sure that the profile of it. But if I go for, say, an Asaba who just launched, or a Renewal who are just starting, perhaps they've not yet built the type of fan base and brand that might be able to pull in audiences. And
that's why you have categories in awards, right? Strict categories that can open up the audience to these new acts, right? So there's a problem. The categories are not well defined even in themselves. You have the categories, you have the process of nominating these people and the process of awarding them. Because you probably see in Cameroon, like now Mr. Leo nominated Artist of the Year. What work has Mr. Leo put out this year where you say is the Artist of the Year? When Fish is there, when Koshi has done some work this year, Magasco. I mean, these are guys who have really done a lot in 2020, a year which was generally dark. They nominated Mr. Leo, who just did one.
One of the songs actually was pulled down from YouTube.
So you see, but another thing too is
this issue about of artists or anybody or nominees lashing complaining about being snubbed at the award. Does it hamper? Does it affect? Because I think that most of them are afraid to speak out when they are being snubbed. So Fish comes out and speaks, and Fish has been surrounded by a lot of controversies since his entire career. So when you have a young artist like this coming up against Balafon, that makes him look like, oh, you're not going to get nominated next year or ever. You know, I remember Blanche Bailey had lashed out against Canal d'Or. I don't know whether she's going to be nominated next year and stuff like that. So where does it put this artist, like, or anybody, any nominee?
John, it's about values, really. Because if you know, for example, right, you've complained because you know you're deserving of it. It's okay because at the end of the day, he's confident in the work he's put out, right?
Yeah. And just like every other person.
Just like every other person, but he's confident because he knows he's supposed to be there. And the thing is, awards are like blue tick on social media, right? They just verify this work has been good this year. So, but then there needs to be a process. Like I'm going to repeat again because you know these people are trusted experts in this field, right? Yes. Are going to say, okay, this is what you've done and everything. Now, when Balafon is one of the reputable music awards in Cameroon, in Cameroon. So when he gets snubbed by Balafon, it shows that okay, well, these people are not recognizing my work. But then at the end of the day, now if they don't nominate you, and again, doesn't mean you should stop doing the work you're doing, right? It's about how dedicated you are to the work. Because if these awards are okay, no, they're just going to recognize you, but the fans are the ones going to pay the money, so it doesn't mean you should stop doing the work. And we see people like Richard Bona who have even dumped their Canal d'Or awards in trash cans or tiny pieces on he's in.
Yeah, but the reason why some people even do that is because some awards are so political.
That's the point I was driving towards.
Really, it loses its value. You know, sometimes it's people. I feel sometimes like people create awards to award themselves and their friends. You know, somebody feels they need to be in control and creates an award.
Instead of awarding the work, they're awarding their egos. So that's basically what's happening.
It rubs me. It always rubs me the wrong way when an artist or someone who comes up and say, "Oh, I think I should be nominated." I feel like. It rubs me the wrong way. I understand where they are coming from. It rubs me wrong. I just feel like people should be able to actually see it for you. Yeah. You know, like than you seeing it. I mean, like The Weeknd, people said it first, like, come on, no
Why
Weeknd, no
even Elton John has to
before he comes and say, no, but
the
Grammy is corrupt. But just imagine the award, they just put nominations and you're like, no, I was supposed to be nominated.
Straight fire. You know,
but
guys, don't you think awards are more, like Elonga was talking about it being political and political tools, right? Don't you think they are more about like gatekeepers, right? Where they say, okay, if we put this person here, for this other person to get access, he must dance to our tune. Yes. And they start now, you know, engineering, like really wiring their minds to play to their tune. Because like the medals right now, there's whole talk here and there about those medals. What exactly it is and what exactly it's not. They want.
Recently, a couple of 4 urban artists were being awarded Knights. I think Knights of Valor. So they were given national honor. I think for the work put in the various crafts that sectors that define themselves. 4 urban artists. There were movie stars as well. The youngest being Krista Aker for the movies. I think Brenda Elong. We had Billy Bob, Lefongo. Other people, and then in the music you had Magasco, Stanley Enos, Talatiel, Mr. Leo, who were also, unfortunately, no female. No female for that. What happened to Daphne? Anyway, so that happened in Yaoundé, and there was so much. It received backlash as well as applause. Others were saying that just the time where artists protested against the government, that they should look into this whole Anglophone crisis, end the crisis, and suddenly they are being awarded national honors. Perhaps it comes with money. You have a gold medal.
And the moment you accept that, therefore, you cannot do
certain
which
means
things,
you cannot really speak up but say government
and which means you're endorsing certain things in the future because you've accepted the award already from the beginning.
What would have happened that maybe Mr. Leo's Salatiels will say no, we are not wax day. They will say no, they are not.
You stand on your values really, and what you really want people to see in you and know you for. right? And if any of these artists have been consistently against certain things, right? I'm not saying they should not. They should turn
That's
that
why
down.
they did not give a Vaseo.
They're not going to take somebody who is really out there, who is vocal like that, right? But these people are threatening because these guys have started using their platforms. To me, the timing is very suspicious, really, because what's the event that built up to them being awarded to being what's the event?
Their contribution to music and movies.
It has to do with their contributions.
Yeah, I get that. But I'm saying, like,
to me, who would have been given the award? I don't have a problem with them being given.
No, neither do I.
I have a problem if it influences their work going forward and the stance that they have. I think that these artists have put in a lot of work. I don't think that they were given this recognition because of their activism or because of the latest form of activism that we saw them manifest in school uniforms. No, it cannot be that. Absolutely cannot be that, because that fell flat. It really fell flat. I'd made up my mind that I would not criticize the efforts that are put in by the artist, because I think that whatever you can do, as long as it's not counterproductive to the movement, just do it. But it's a good thing. I have just one thing which I want to add before. You see, for the MUMA Award.
MUMA. That's musical music awards.
Award. There is something which I've seen repeatedly. People do not know how to make speeches.
Right, acceptance speeches.
Acceptance speeches, where you're called, or Afu Akon was called up to accept his Lifetime Achievement Award, and he gets into 1 hour.
Wow,
1 hour soliloquy, in which he's talking about what he's done for this country, and even attacking people like Agbonbala, who were just invited there to come and give. Like, it's so. I don't get it. Like, why can't you just take an award and say something and go, like, for 1 minute and say something and go? Why must you make it about your village people and your ancestral spirits and all of, and the work you've done for it? You have been recognized for the work. So why do you come and talk for 1 hour?
It's a lifetime achievement about his whole life. It's a lifetime achievement award. So talk about his whole life. Yeah, like
you're called to present an award. Present an award. You talk for 30 hours. Like, just keep people there. It's, I don't know.
But isn't it the job of the organizers to actually tell you, like, you come for rehearsals?
Actually say, if you stop me, we walk.
Huh?
Yes, this is what he said.
Wow.
Like, don't try to
what do you think?
Don't try to stop me.
I don't want you to hit me with your stick.
Yeah. It's crazy.
All right, guys. So, I mean, award ceremonies, the event itself, the award trophies, the nomination, everything that goes under the award shows in Cameroon. Please, what do you think? Like, do you think that they need to step up? We're entering a new year. Should those organizers come up with new tactics and forms and formats? The speech making, everything about it. What do you think about Cameroon award shows and awards in this country? Like, drop your comments right down there in our comment section. Guys, so much more coming up. We have the sexiest man alive in Cameroon. Hi, God. We'll be right back.
Freaky Table is brought to you by Nikki Hit Beauty Studio, Mountain Anton Koto, Buna Musa di Douala, and Prime 22 Bar and Restaurant, Bokwango, Buea.